War Council time. I really need to change this armor as well. I kind of stand out like a very sore thumb.
Stop stroking him and rough him up!
Look, another one. You let one human in and in no time you've got a swarm.
I'm not exactly a human though, am I? Our freedom and yours. I have to admit that I do feel more of a kinship with this side of the conflict already.
There goes the peace, eh?
This one? No. The next one. Which makes sense because there's an armed guard there.
Don't bump your woman.
Which one's mine? I mean, he started off friendly, and then he's like, yeah, just get out of my face. Ooh. Ooh. Coarse dwarven stuff. Right, I'm in full... Should that door not be guarded? I'll take some of this. Necessarily need it all. Whoa, this is nice. Why have I got a shoddy bed in a shoddy bar? And here they have the fancy stuff. Least they can do is pay me for my trouble of bringing Zoltan here. And Dandelion. I mean, Dandelion's useful, right? That is a interesting statue.
You missed quite a scrap, gentlemen, and an opportunity to slay a monarch. There was a struggle and the prince was wounded.
You've all seen the magical phenomenon covering the battlefield. For any who still have doubts, this is no mundane mist, nor a petty fairground illusion. Most likely, we're up against a blood curse, an old and powerful spell. We do not know who cast it or why. For now, I have one piece of good news and several pieces of bad news. The good news is that Henselt and his army have been halted for the time being.
And the bad news?
The mist will grow. It may even engulf Vergen. Furthermore, wraiths may emerge from it.
Can they be made penitent? With an axe to the head?
In theory, yes. But I would suggest putting your faith in a silver weapon. Furthermore, the ghosts will weaken as they move away from the mist.
Is there any way to drive it off? Exorcise it?
A question for myself and Geralt of Rivia.
The Kingslayer?
Contrary to what old women at the wells say, he did not, in fact, slay any kings.
Of course he didn't. Wouldn't hurt a fly, that one. Look at his eyes. You'll see he's the sensitive kind.
Whatever you may see in his eyes, few know more about lifting curses. Gentlemen, I do not require you to understand this phenomenon, but there are a few rules I insist you must follow.
Here we go.
No one is to approach the mist. It is mortally dangerous. In addition, We need to learn the story of the battle. For this, I especially count on the aid of Mr. Cecil Burden.
At your service, my lady.
Thank you. To lift the curse, we require some objects symbolic of the war. Ones belonging to those who perished here 3 years past.
Pugh. More scrap iron from that massacre lying about than lice in Cecil's beard. I thought curses were best handled with...
Please leave the thinking to me, Mr. Zigrin, and I'd gladly hear less from you from now on. The objects must be magically active and strictly linked to the ghosts of the fallen. That is all.
Let me be clear. You're all to aid Philippa and the Witcher. What are you grumbling about now, Yarpen?
It's something in my gullet.
Take a swig of wine. Now, to worldly matters. How many are we?
Saskia, you know well,
How many?
we dwarves are near 200. But don't judge us by our number.
1,000 peasants will come, though you'll get no precise count.
My lords?
53 knights and another 200 armed men. Not enough.
Henselt leads 5,000, 5-1 against us. What think you of that?
We are few, they are many. But we have our walls, low though they be. If we had archers, who knows?
Oh, for a regiment of heavy arbalists from Lyria.
We have something better. Iorveth's elves. Scoia'tael. Gentlemen, I give you Iorveth.
Zoltan's
What
met
do
him
you
before.
seek here, murderer?
100 of the North's best archers await your orders, Dragon Slayer.
You wished for archers, here they are. I take no pleasure in fraternizing with elves. But even a shit-coated stick can be a weapon.
He burned down the villages of many in my horde.
The free peasantry is one thing, but a criminal with a price on his head in all the Northern realms? This is too much.
Saskia, say the word and we'll depart.
Hear me out. Iorveth came to fight for me. I trust him, and I know that he'll stay the course. Just like each of you.
How could you know that? He's an elf! Treason runs in his veins!
He's been fighting humans for a century.
But for the first time in scores of years, his fight makes sense. The Scoia'tael know no peace. They've died for Nilfgaard, for the Valley of the Flowers, in vain. They've been betrayed and cheated. Now they have a new goal. The Pontar Valley could be the first state where no man would have to fear elven arrows when venturing beyond city walls. And elves and dwarves wouldn't live in ghettos or on reservations. First, however, we have a battle to win. You know who we're up against. It's a splendid army, brave and well led. They cannot be scared off or routed. They have to be killed. I want Iorveth to sit at the same table as we do. I want him to kill Cadweni for us. And I assure you that he'll do so with a smile, if only you let him.
If I'm to see a smile on that skinny face, I'm in. Iorveth stays.
Bloody hell! Father's turning in his grave, but a must's a must. I say aye.
Nay. You killed my men, elf. Remember them?
If I hadn't killed them, they'd have killed me.
All right. For the sake of better times, and for Kedwin's doom, aye!
Down with the sons of bitches! Cheers!
I agree. We kind of need him. Is that poison? Or acid?
Poison! She's dying. Take her somewhere safe and guard her with your lives. I'll gather what I need and join you soon.
I'll place my best warriors on watch.
Quickly, lads! A litter!
Well, that took a turn. She was doing so well.
She ceased casting spells.
Saskia, is she alive?
In a manner of speaking. I've slowed her life functions as far as possible. Her condition is stable.
Do you know the poison?
Thaumadour, commonly known as mage pain. It has a terrible reputation.
An antidote must exist.
What can we do?
Treatment will require herbs, magic, and blood.
Not ordinary blood, I presume.
Correct. We require royal blood.
We could use Letho right now.
The nearest king is on the other side of the Mist of Wraiths.
You misunderstood me. It need not be the blood of a ruling monarch. It is the genotype contained in royal blood that is required. Kings issue from ancient dynasties. Over the ages, to survive, rulers needed exceptional resistance and strength. As royal dynasties rarely admit common blood, the strength of their genes remains great. I shall employ self-healing genetic therapy that will teach Saskia's body how to rid itself of the poison.
You'll have her drink human blood.
No, I shall inject it directly into her heart.
What kind of herbs are we talking about?
I'll need a subterranean variety of purple foxglove, known to the dwarves as the Immortelle, and an elven rose of remembrance.
Triss had a rose of remembrance. She claimed the flowers are exceptional.
Long ago, the Enshe who succeeded in cultivating the roses enjoyed great respect,
Times have changed.
as have elves.
There are no elven gardens nearby. We must return to Flotsam.
Triss has a rose of remembrance from Flotsam. It's her we need to find. Where will we find immortelles?
They grow deep beneath the earth, which should not be a problem as Vergen lies on top of a mine.
How will they help Saskia?
Mage pain wreaks havoc in internal tissues. The Immortelle will help restore them.
What else do you need to heal Saskia?
Thaumadour is a self-perpetuating substance. Any incursion into a cluster of poisoned cells causes an immediate chain reaction. Each tainted cell that is removed is replaced by 10 new tainted cells. To interrupt this reaction, I'll need an ungodly amount of the power. A water or air genie, or one of the 20 legendary rings of power would be best.
What?
One to bring them all and in the darkness bind them.
Right. And then I'll have to run barefooted to the top of a volcano.
All right, all right. Let's forget the rings. I need a vast quantity of the power, no matter the source. Find something.
An immortelle, a rose of remembrance, royal blood and magic sounds like a fairy tale.
A poor one at that. No prince's kiss to top things off.
I wish it were a fairy tale, especially a poor one, as a happy ending would then be inevitable. May I count on your help, Geralt?
You may. What about the Battle of Wraiths?
I must first see if the spells keeping Saskia alive are in order. Then we'll consider how best to send the spectres to their rest. Actually, you could tend to that yourself. Ask the locals about the battle. Maybe you'll learn something.
In that case, I shall search for the poisoner.
Makes sense to me.
Only Philippa Eilhart may enter.
That's a fancy bit of armor. Well, I guess we're not romancing Saskia anytime soon.
People of Vergen, we have a magical mist full of ghosts just outside our walls, so you'd better think twice before entering it. The mist, may the plague take it, threatens all manner of creatures, so anyone headed to the quarries or walking through the gullies should take exceptional heed. The squirrels that have made camp by the burnt huts are not our enemies, so says Saskia, and so it is. Master Geralt of Rivia and Sorceress Philippa Eilhart will deal with the mist and the wraiths. And now, open the gates and get to work.
I love the music here. I didn't want that button. I want that button. Right, so that would be 1, 2, 3 levels, or 2 more levels would put me there. Or I'm going to unlock throwing daggers with this one. Plus 20 damage is nice because they do a lot of damage. But we can put the second point in skills later in the game. We're still just into chapter 2. And I have stuff to sell. Alright, quest me. Talk to Philippa. Talk to Stennis for oh yeah, of course, Stennis is of royal bloodline. Will we find Triss in this chapter? I mean, we'd need to, because we need that rose. Eternal battle. Life and death. Yeah, we have to find that rose. Learn more about harpies. Search for Letho. How many quests did we fail in chapter 1? Oh, just at the crossroads, Vernon Road. I don't like that that's a failed quest. I didn't exactly fail it, I just chose a different way. I mean, all of these quests are nicely going to pull into that quest there. Let's start with Zoltan. Make sure he's settling in. The mysterious merchant. He has the armor of Banard. He's got some good stuff, actually. How much money have we got? Oh, we have... Wow, I have money. I have enough money to buy that sword and nothing else. Right, let's sell some stuff. Okay, so we can sell all of this without real issue. Let's keep those for now. We're going to start using them. What does this do? Damage to signs and plus armor. Interesting. Sell him 5 snares. A lot of this I'm going to just put in our... Never used that. It's not worth selling though, is it? I never really used laws and things. Right. So, just because I know how the other side played out... Oh, he doesn't have it here. That's fine. Do I need to craft amethyst dust? Because I can collect it fairly easily. I might need to buy these leathers. Oh, he has some of the good runes. Yeah, that armor was pretty good. It's also very expensive. I need someone with a book on harpies as well. And any harpy feathers we find, we need to save, because there's that crazy guy. I much prefer this interior to the camp. I think the old dwarven stuff is nice. It's all mine now, thank you.
Nothing good in store for us. Nothing good. You associate with sorceresses?
Once, twice.
Bebop! Eh? That's a witcher, not a human.
So, no schnapps?
Nope.
I think I've heard of you.
Everyone should have heard of me.
Would you look at that, friends? Geralt of Rivia. Coincidences do happen.
Greetings.
You don't know me, but I know you. I'm an employee of the Vivaldis Bank, and on business here. I'm to check up on the local mine's profitability.
Vivaldi doing all right?
Full of beans. And as per the instructions given to each of the bank's agents, I hasten to inform you that you have unlimited credit.
I could use a loan about now.
Could I?
Sure thing. However, my means are limited. I can offer you the standard short-term loan for those working in high-risk professions. Will that do you?
I'm sure Vivaldi wouldn't mind if I borrowed a bit more than that.
It's nearly all I've got on me, but I'll manage somehow. I think I've heard of you.
What's just happened? I've got a loan of 400 gold. Do I have to pay it back? I mean, that's how a loan works, but...
A dwarf witcher. That would be something. Ah.
Could that be a
Greetings, White
thing?
Wolf. Give us a kiss!
No. You're a little short for my type. Surely there can be a... Mind you, you don't see... Can dwarves not do magic or something? I'm not sure we've seen a dwarven sorceress. Or mage.
Greetings! There goes the peace, eh?
Squirrels, witches, an army led by a woman.
The gods, who needs this?
Get used to it. Lady Saskia will defeat Hensel and make Bergen her capital.
Hello, Witcher.
Greetings, colleague. I'm Urso, rat catcher. Traps of all sorts, for mice and for trolls, at a special discount for witches.
Okay. Standard traps, grape shot, harpy trap. I'm gonna buy that because we know how they work. I'm happy with my bombs at the minute. This is the thing. It's good to know he's got that stuff though. Jog?
Go bump your woman.
Jog? You checked the hinges recently, Jog? Where is this daft bastard?
You trying to be funny?
I'm putting it away. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button, okay? I was playing Dragon Age last night. I'll tell you what, let's change the quest. Because Zoltan clearly isn't here at this point in time.
Pale face, eyes like embers. It raised its hand and pointed a finger at them.
I'd rather rabid dogs bite me in the arse than be pointed at by some wraith.
I don't know. I'm okay with being pointed at by a wraith. Rabid dogs on my ass sounds a bit of a problem.
Don't try anything.
I'll say it again. Humans are strange.
Let's hear it.
Oh, another traveller. From where? Wait, let me guess.
From Temeria.
Had it at the tip of my tongue. So, what brings you to Bergen? Wait, I know.
Business.
Just what I thought.
Business.
And you're...
A witcher.
Well, well. We don't often see witches here. What do witches do anyway?
We solve problems.
Oh, I have a problem with my boyfriend.
Did you find his entrails strewn on the porch and his head a few paces away? Because those are the kind of problems I solve.
She got nothing.
See, when they're to marry, they become terribly picky. Have to check whether the bride's been ploughed, has a dowry, is diligent. Yet here we've a common girl, Saskia.
You repair armor, right?
Right.
You work just for your elves?
Not just.
You don't say much, do you?
And they said you're grumpy.
I don't think I can craft anything new yet. I need new armor.
Claims she's a virgin.
Oi, 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 oi.
And nobody questions her virtue. They just follow her to war. To death.
Oh, dragon scale. Ooh. Plus 17, 50 vitality. That's a big step up. I can't afford it, but that's a big step up. That's a lot more armor. We're losing 5 vitality and 20 bleeding. Sorry, 10 bleeding. I just need something new. The problem is, this jacket is very good. Nothing that fancy there. Sell silver ore, nice. Do I... I think that's what I want. Do we buy this stuff? That's just resistance to poisoning. 5 vitality isn't great, but we can craft it, and it will help us. The diamond enforcement was good. Very good. I will have that from him. I've got all this crap to sell.
What do you say to that?
That'll do.
You've answered your own
but
question.
tomorrow.
My pensacles intrigue you?
Indeed. I'd like to see them up close.
Let's start with introductions then. I'm Felicia Corey, and you're Geralt of Rivia. Why the surprised face? I heard about you in school. Whether you like it or not, you're a hero of contemporary history. And of the love stories we read beneath our blankets.
You studied at Aretusa?
Yes, though I'm still to finish my potion and fetish internship, which is why I'm here.
And you're doing it under Philippa Eilhart's watchful eye. Any way I can help you?
Help from a hero of our readings? Now that's drawing on sources for real. I'd be grateful. The locals are reluctant to buy magic items, and I really need to pass.
Let's see what I can do.
Don't need that right now. Oh, books! Books, books, books. Harpies, Daughters of the Gale. What books do I have? Let's pick up some books here. Neckers, Intriguers. I'm gonna take Arakas. Pricey though. Do I not have Drowners? Yes, I do. Neckers in the Mist. Wraiths I should take. Bruxay. Bulvor, obviously. Book contains all available knowledge on Drogs. Mages and their nature. Goyatel I'm okay with. The Revolt of Jacques de Aldsberg. The Cult of Melitele. I don't really need the Pontar Valley. The Dunt Banner would be handy. For this area. What else have you got? Oh, she's got Troll's Tongue and stuff. Okay, so we might need to come and see her. And formulas. I am going to buy Gadwall. Because we needed it last time and I couldn't find it. Increases accuracy of special attacks and causes critical effects. No side effects. Yeah, okay. 10% armor, but we lose vitality. That's still not bad. You know me, I don't like my minuses. What will I need? Oh my god, I've spent all my money.
They flee their everyday lives and plunge into trees.
I've only got left the loan, basically, looking at it. That's not ideal.
Only Philippa Eilhart may enter.
So, I'm not going to see her then. Unless she's above.
Well, I'll be ploughed by a ferret.
Yeah. Witcher Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, you're a witcher like any other. But those swords, things of beauty.
Thank you.
Nothing special about them.
Ah, you're mistaken. Few know how to make a silver blade today, fish eat me if I'm lying, and engraving runes is not exactly farting down a rain spout. I wouldn't mind a closer look at your swords. Care to browse through my wares?
Yeah, let's have a look. It's not... Oh, that's better. I haven't got the money for this. But we can get runes from him as well. We can buy harpy... I should have just bought harpy traps, shouldn't I? Necker stuff. Diagrams. That's cheap. Waterstone Necker hearts. We'd need a load of Neckers. But that's a really good rune. I'm tempted to pick that up. Haggard, thank you. I like him. I'm going to sell him this tat to try and get some money back. Oh, that's the wrong button.
I wouldn't mind it.
So, we now have over 500 orens. Yay! We're rich! I can't believe I spent about 1,000 orens on books. Spying, Geralt?
What is it, Witcher?
Who is that girl?
Cynthia, a leashed sorceress.
A charming expression. Do you also use muzzles?
Leash means a connection between a sorceress and her assistant. An unfortunate term, I admit, but it explains how things are. Cynthia can tap my power, use my spells. She's a conduit. And she's learning along the way. It's convenient, and except for the name, not derisive at all. But you're not here to talk about Cynthia.
It might be.
How is it that King Radovid's court sorceress and advisor is supporting rebellion in Edirn?
This has grown into more than a simple rebellion, Witcher. Prince Stennis' arrival here confirmed Saskia's right to represent Edirn.
Saskia isn't fighting for Edirn, but for the Pontar Valley. Even Prince Stennis considers you rebels. He hasn't moved against you because war with Kedwen hangs by a thread. Why are you here, sorceress of Tretagor?
It is my duty. If Henselt occupies the Pontar Valley, Redania and Temeria will respond strongly. The North will disintegrate, its unity gone. A dark scenario that is nevertheless avoidable, provided Saskia is successful and wins the Valley's independence.
Even if she thwarts Henselt, there'll be no independence without agreement from Redania and Temeria.
Temeria's expansionist plans melted away with Foltest's death. Redania's ruler is unpredictable, but even he'll have to respect a victory. I'm here to make this victory a fact.
Is what they say true? Did Saskia kill a dragon?
Prince Stennis decorated her for it at the court in Vengerberg, so it appears to be true. If you want to know the details, talk to Biggerhorn. Apparently he witnessed it.
Is there a little horn?
Have you heard about a Witcher's school? Apparently the Viper's their sign.
No, why do you ask?
The Kingslayer wears a medallion adorned with a viper.
Pretentious and childish for my taste. He can't be very smart.
He's incredibly smart.
A sorceress like you ought to know bundles about the wild hunt.
A sorceress's knowledge has nothing to do with superstitions.
The hunt's not a superstition.
True, the phenomenon seems to exist.
I want to know everything there is to know about it.
It's strictly atmospheric. It doesn't interest me. Just as whirlwinds, whirlpools, and snowfalls do not interest me.
I'm looking for Triss. Letho forced her to teleport near Vergen.
Letho?
Foltest's killer, perhaps Demavend's too. Will you help me find her?
Certainly. We sorceresses must stick together. We have too many enemies.
Triss contacted you through Sheila de Tanzerville's megascope while in Flotsam.
And I haven't heard from her since.
Can you locate her?
A megascope responds to a person's aura. If I had something of hers, I could find her. You were close to her. Maybe you have something.
No, I don't have anything.
Oh.
Not good. Wait. A local drunkard claims he saw a redhead fall out of the sky. This could be a lead.
There are many redheads.
Perhaps they're just drunken delusions. It's possible, however, that an unstable teleport ejected Triss near the town.
As it's our only lead, I'll talk to this drunkard. Do you know him?
I'm not used to associating with drunkards, but you'll likely find him in the inn.
Thank you.
Come back as soon as you learn anything.
Oh, we're not done.
You wanted to discuss something?
You said we'd need a magical object to cure Saskia. Any ideas where I might start looking?
Magical items do not grow on trees, as you know. Luckily, this area has a long history. There's the Battle of Wraiths, the site of Sabrina Glevisig's death and suffering, the abandoned mines.
I was hoping you'd be specific.
I won't ask you to traipse around with a divining rod, but please try to be a little inventive. Ask the locals, that's always a good place to start. I dare say Alderman Burden knows every last stone in the area. Maybe you should see him.
Oh, we're still not
done. Discuss something.
I don't know if I like her.
At the council, you mentioned artifacts were needed to undo the curse.
But I can't look for them now.
I can do that.
Why?
I have my reasons. Tell me something. What happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt attacked Edirn, but met his match. Nobody won that war. Sabrina Glevisig got into a conflict with the commander-in-chief of the Kedweni forces, and this led to both armies being routed. Fireballs turned the battlefield into a flaming tomb. Henselt accused Sabrina of using a forbidden weapon.
And Sabrina cursed Henselt.
I think so. I suspect the curse got out of hand because of the circumstances.
Circumstances? The stars weren't right, wrong phase of the moon. There's always an excuse for simple bungling.
She placed the curse while burning at the stake. Her hands and feet nailed to a wagon wheel. I'd say she did a good job, considering.
Yeah, that's fair.
Know anything about blood curses?
Do you?
We're dealing with a 4th level curse, also known as the Curse of the Archmistress.
Well, well, I'm impressed.
Thing is, until now I thought it was only a myth, that such a curse couldn't be cast.
You thought wrong. There are 6 confirmed cases of this curse being inflicted.
What about confirmed cases of it being lifted?
1. Achieved by a team of sorcerers led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, hence the curse's other name. Sabrina Glevezig was on the team.
Small world.
That's not all. The curse investigated by Francesca and Sabrina was designed to end the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. They were cursed by Scarlet Rodalega, a complete madman, but very talented. An eclipse and wraiths also accompanied his curse.
So Sabrina's curse is just a knockoff Rodalega?
Exactly.
Can Francesca's experience help us?
Certainly. I know the symbols and the workings of the curse thanks to her.
Care to explain? I'm the one risking my neck.
You'll have to relive the battle and change its course at the right moment. I don't know exactly what will happen. Nobody does.
Huh. I'll look for those artifacts. Did you notice? Not all the ghosts were aggressive.
Yes. Most just disappeared when they touched the aura of a living person.
I think the curse corrupts the ghosts of the fallen and turns them into draugrs.
Is that the Witcher's professional name for wraiths?
Draugrs are demons of war. They arise at sites of exceptionally vicious, bloody battles. Their bloodlust and hatred in condensed form.
Can you kill them by conventional means?
A silver sword is enough for a draugr, but as long as the curse remains active, new ones will arise. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If I could turn the tide of the battle...
For that you'll need symbols of war belonging to those who fell in battle. Hatred, death, courage, and faith. All artifacts must be magically active and connected to the fallen, or they won't lure the ghosts.
Right. I'll look around.
Finding 2 will be enough. Get the symbols of hatred and death and leave the rest to me.
I'd prefer courage and faith.
Don't fuss.
I'll see what I can do. Cecil seems to know a lot about the area. I'm good for now. I'll let you know when I learn something.
You can go back to fraternizing with your leashed mage. Was it leash mage? However they want to dress it up. Right, there is a few things that we want to do. I need to pick up bits of this. We're not here yet. But I will need to run through that. I just want to bounce through all the books that we've just bought so we get the extra information on how to kill stuff. That doesn't actually tell me how to kill it. Bruxe, a vampire? The victim of a Bruxe is often her lover and chief source of sustenance. Seems to form a beautiful woman, then turns terrifying as she grows hungry and attacks. Okay, that's new and cool. And harpies, we just plant the bombs. I need to give that to Iorveth as well.
So, you thought it over? I'm on my way to the recruiting station.
Adam.
This is a multi-level area. I'm gonna get lost.
Rotten times.
We've not really been here either on the other playthrough, so... I think I can bounce this way.
Huh?
I've never seen so many strangers in my life.
There goes the peace, eh?
Squirrels, witches, an army led by a woman.
The gods, who needs this?
Below. Is this the inn? It's not, but I'll have the orange because I'm in dire need of money at the minute.
Oh, a witcher.
We're just like 6 levels above where we need to be. I can't get through here. Right, this place is a maze, a warren, and I'm already confused. But I think that's the bar. Mysterious merchant. Yeah, that looks like an inn sign.
I must talk to you, Witcher.
Is that Cecil? No, it's Elias.
What's going on?
I'm Elias, of Iorveth's commando. I have an urgent matter.
Tell me.
Men from Vergen have been disappearing for some time. We recently found some of their corpses, so it doesn't seem to be desertion.
Only men among the victims?
Young men, humans and elves.
Vampire!
I need to see the corpses.
They're all buried.
Where?
Beneath a mound in the forest behind Vergen, but you shouldn't go there.
Why not?
Desecrating graves is a serious offense. The families of the dead will be furious.
What state were the bodies in?
They looked gruesome. Nothing an elf would have done, nor a human.
Where did you find the bodies?
In different places, mainly in the burnt village near the ravine that leads to the town.
I don't work for free.
You'll get your reward. Do well, and I may give you something more than coin. We're losing good men.
I'm not interested in men. Sorry.
I'll see what I can do.
With flickering heart. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I think that sounds like vampire. Especially when we read the book and it's... Brixay were female and it's all men
me tell you about
of elf and human lineage.
Another one. You let one human in and in no time you've got a swarm.
Shut up, I'm not human, technically, anymore. I don't know.